Number 1, Chapter 1, The Circus is in Town. Guess what? I cried. We have tickets for the Bixby and Burns Circus. Ashley, my twin sister, looked up from the computer. Great, Mary Kate, she said. When? She didn't sound very excited, but that was because she was concentrating on her email. Ashley loves to concentrate. Everyone thinks that because Ashley and I look alike, we are alike. We're the same height, and we both have the same blue eyes and strawberry blonde hair. But Ashley is usually calm and logical. I get excited about almost everything. The tickets are for opening night, I said. That's tomorrow. Isn't that totally cool? You know, I've always wanted to join the circus. Ashley grinned. As a clown, maybe. Aha, I said, but I smiled back. Ashley and I love to tease each other. Who sent the tickets? Ashley asked. Great-Grandma Olive, I answered. She's the coolest, Ashley declared. Great-Grandma Olive is our favorite relative. She's a detective. When we were little, she used to tell us all about the mystery she solved. Soon we were hooked. We want to solve mysteries of our own. So Great-Grandma Olive told us to start a detective agency, and we did. It's called the Olsen & Olsen Mystery Agency. Our attic is our headquarters. That's where Ashley and I were talking. Ashley, I said, you haven't heard the rest of my news. We're going to the Moonlight Circus Parade tonight. What's that? Ashley asked. It's what some circuses do when they arrive in a new place. All the performers march through town in a big parade. Ashley's eyes lit up. Animals too? Of course, that parade starts. I looked at my watch. Oops, 5 minutes ago. Then, what are we waiting for? Ashley logged off the computer and jumped up. Let's go. We hopped on our bikes. We pedaled as fast as we could. The parade was just entering the park when we caught up with it. Circus animals and performers gathered on the baseball diamond. Torches flickered in the dark. Shadows danced around the swirling crowd. Jugglers juggled and acrobats tumbled. In the center of the diamond, a tiger roared. I'm glad he's in a cage, Ashley told me. All I could do was say, wow. It looks like the whole neighborhood is here, Ashley said. Whirling our bikes, we waded into the crowd. Clunk. I bumped into something. A huge hand. I looked up. My eyes popped open wide. I was standing next to the fattest, tallest man I'd ever seen. The top of my head only came up to his hip. He wore a striped suit and a red top hat. His hat made him look even taller. The giant laughed a deep belly laugh. Then he said, Hello there, little one. Don't be afraid. I'm Clyde, big, the world's biggest man. Clyde stepped back. He covered his huge nose with his huge hand. Achoo, he sneezed. Then he said, Excuse me. Bless you, said Ashley. Clyde took off his hat and bowed to Ashley and me. Then he gave us each a lollipop. We thanked him and walked a little further. Suddenly Ashley pointed. Look, she cried, a baby elephant. The baby elephant was so cute. She wore a purple coat with sequins and shells all over it. A purple hat sat between her huge floppy ears. A girl stood beside the baby elephant. She looked about 10 years old, our age. She was dressed in purple, just like the elephant. Her leotard and skirt were covered in sequins and shells. Dozens of little shells were braided into her black hair. A gold elephant charm hung from a velvet ribbon around her neck. What a cute elephant, I told the girl. Thanks, the girl replied. Her name is Baby Maisie, and I'm Lakeisha. She patted the elephant's forehead. The elephant touched her cheek with the tip of its trunk. Is she yours? Ashley asked. I take care of her. My family and I are elephant trainers, Lakeisha answered. Tomorrow's our first show with the Bixby and Burns Circus, and it's Maisie's first show ever. I ride her and we do tricks together. I petted Maisie's long gray trunk. It was fuzzy. How do you go to school if you're in the circus? Ashley wanted to know. I mean, aren't you traveling all of the time? Yes, Lakeisha said, but there are lots of kids in the circus. So we travel with our own teachers. One of the circus trailers is a schoolhouse. That sounds so cool, I said. I wish I could see it. Lakeisha smiled. I'd love to give you a tour, but not until after the opening. My family and I are pretty nervous about the new show. A tour would be terrific, I replied, and I'm sure you're going to be terrific too. We'll be in the audience tomorrow night. Great. Why do you give me your phone number? Lakeisha said. I'll call you about the tour. Ashley handed over one of our mystery agency cards. Lakeisha read it. Her eyes widened. You two are the Trenchcoat twins. Wow, you guys are famous. I read about your mystery agency on Kids Online. That's us, I said proudly. Ashley looked at her watch. Oops, she said. It's almost 9 o'clock. We promised our mom we'd be home by then. Bye for now, I told Lakeisha. And good luck tomorrow. We can't wait to see the show. We hopped on our bikes. Lakeisha waved, and so did Maisie with her trunk. The next morning after breakfast, I checked Olsen and Olsen's email. D-da-da-D, said the computer. That meant there was a message in our inbox. It was from Lakeisha. It read, Help, Maisie kidnapped. Come quickly. Ashley, you've got to see this, I called. Down the stairs. Hurry. Ashley came running. She only had one shoe on, a hair clip hung from her mouth. She carried her other shoe in her hand. Maisie's been elephant napped, I cried, pointing at the message on the monitor. Ashley read it over my shoulder. This is a case for the Olsen and Olsen, she said.